must be greater than today. My tomorrow must be greater than today.
Hello, good day, and how have you been? How's been your day? And has been God mercy and that of His grace in your life and that of your domain. I want to believe God grace and mercy, has been doing so much more in every of your daily activity. I'm fond of saying this, that without God, mercy and grace, you and I wouldn't have been able to live up to this very moment. All right, my name is Oluwase Ifumitemitayo Amao, the Apoti Eri Jesu Christi Koshusu of all time. I have something to throw up to blessed people across the globe this day, and I just believe it will have something to do with one or two people who must have been thinking or taking this direction wrongly. And in a short while, I just would like to throw this up, that do you really believe that what a man sow is what he will reap? Like, do you believe that what a man sow is what he will reap, or what a man plant is what he will harvest? It's a question. Do you believe that what a man sow is what he will reap? Or do you believe that what a man plant is exactly what he will harvest on the day of harvest? Anyway, going around the vicinity of the society and the nation, have been able to gather a different school of thoughts as to that, that saying of what a man sow is what he will reap. So there is another definition to this caption. And what is that definition? That be mindful of what you sow, be mindful of what you plant, because you're not going to reap the exact quantity of what you sow today in your tomorrow. Rather, you are going to reap far beyond the quantity of what you are sowing right now. You are going to harvest far beyond what you are planting right now, and I have my proof. I have clear pictures to that submission. I want to tell you that I am not saying that you're not going to reap what you sow. Rather, I'm telling you that you're going to reap far beyond. You're going to harvest far beyond what you are planting right now. All right, let's just try to make this example of a farmer. If a farmer will plant or sow a thing, first you need to clear the ground. You need to clear the bushes and try to make sure that the ground is well cleared for a seed to be planted. Now take an example of a maize, or you want to say a corn, but I think I will say a maize. Now, if a farmer would like to plant, or is about to plant or sow the seed of maize, the highest quantity that this farmer would take probably is just between 1, 2, 3 pieces, and dig the ground and put it inside. But after a while, give it some, you water it, and maybe like 2-3 months, and go back to that same position where this farmer has planted or sowed this seed of maize. Now, after it must have germinated and sprung up, check on a stand of this maize, just a stand. You can never, just reap or harvest the same quantity of what that farmer sowed in the day of yesterday. I believe you get what I'm trying to say. In a stand like this, at least in a stand you get at least like a twofold of of maize out of that stand. You get a 2 fold of maize out of that stand. And on each fold, if you want to start counting, for those of you who try to use corn and beans together, when you're about to remove the corn or the maize from the what we call how do I describe this? When you're trying to remove the corn or the maize out of the waste tree, at least when you start counting the pieces of the corn or the maize you're going to extract away from this stand, at least you will count nothing less than 50, just a fold from a stand. Now let's now say we have just 2 fold from a stand of a maize which was initially planted just through the number of 2 to 3 pieces of maize and the yesterday. Now collect these numbers of the harvest corn or maize together. You'll be counting like maybe 50 pieces or 100 pieces of maize, whereas you planted just 3 or 2 or maximum 5 pieces of maize in your yesterday. Now the day of harvest come, you are harvesting far beyond. Where am I trying to open our understanding tonight or this day, whatever you are watching, either you're watching the morning, afternoon, this evening, is that be mindful of what you are planting now, because you're not going to reap the exact thing you plant today. No, I'm telling you the facts and even the truth. I'll just present a clear picture of the law behind planting and sowing. A farmer who plant just maybe a seed or 2 seed, or plant or sow a seed or 2 seed of maybe any crop. When the time of harvest come, that farmer, ask any farmer, you are not going to harvest the exact quality or quantity of what you sow. Rather, you will harvest, you will reap far beyond. Now, what am I trying to tell us this day is that be mindful of what you are planting now, because in your tomorrow, it is either you are going to reap far beyond what you have sown or planted in your yesterday, or you will reap below. You can never reap exact quantity of what you are planting now, of what you have planted in your yesterday. All right, I don't know if you are getting the picture. You can never, or should I say, you don't harvest what you plant in an exact way. You don't reap what you sow in an exact way. Rather, you harvest or you reap in larger quantity or in maximum quantity. What have you sowed or planted in your yesterday? What are you planting right now? What are you sowing right now? You need to examine it. Just like a student. Sometimes fine, we believe God's mercy do work. Yes, I believe that, because I'm a product of God's mercy and His grace. But sometimes, if a student will not put the writing down in the day of examination, do you believe that no magic can work? Yes, God's mercy do work. Yes, I believe that. But God's mercy sometimes mix with our own line of responsibility and take. So as a student, when it is time for you to read, to study, so that when the day of planting comes, you will be able to put down something tangible, and the day of harvest, then you see such student, taking first position, having A, having B, having distinction, having good marks. It shows that the level at which he is able to plant something in his day of yesterday or today. When the time comes, you won't just see a student probably, your student who wrote like a page, but in that page, he put down quality and vital points needed, not just anyhow. Now quantify it together. By the time the result will be out, you see the distinction and so many other more. But particularly, I'm saying that you don't reap what you sow in an exact way. Rather, you harvest far beyond the quantity of what you have sowed yesterday, or what you are sowing right now, or what you will sow later to come. Oluwaseyi is telling you that be mindful of what you are about to sow. Be mindful of what you are about to plant, or should I say, maybe examine before planting. Examine before sowing. Examine before putting that crop into the ground. Examine before planting that seed into the ground, because when the day of harvest and reaping comes, it's possible you are going to use long and big luggages to pack it. But the question is, what you are about to plant, what you are about to sow, is it a good crop or a bad one? Are you planning of destroying a man's life? Oh, maybe you should watch, because when the time of harvest comes, you may not be able to carry it alone. Alright, I think I need to stop right now. I don't know if you've been able to get one or two things that you don't. It is true that you reap what you sow, you harvest what you plant, but I'm only telling us this day that there has been a new development on that school of thought, that you reap far beyond what you sow, and you harvest far beyond what you planted in your yesterday. Think about it again. Examine before you sow. Examine before you plant, because you're going to reap far beyond. I'm stopping here right now, and I want to say good day to you once again across the globe. I'm seeing your OAP Oluwaseyi Tayo and my dear Poti of all time. Okay, this is how we're wrapping this stage up. See you next time, and again. Thank you very much.